Let's hear it from the starting five for the Boston Celtics. At forward, 6'9", number 42, Al Horford. Starting at center, at 7'3", number 8, Kristaps Porzingis. At the point, standing 6'5", number 4, Drew Holiday. At guard, 6'6", number 7,
Go, D. Here for good luck. Hey. We can't lose again, boy. I think this is the first time facing Celtics with Porzingis and Holiday. Not sure about that, but I'm pretty sure.
Thanks very much. Now, Commissioner Adam Silver is continuing.
The Bucks got us. The Wizards almost got us.
In-season tournament. He says
Celtics ain't gonna get
to steal a page from European soccer.
You gotta only lose 2 games this season.
Trophy, but something secondary that teams care about. To you.
That's pretty intriguing, DA. That's an interesting story, and we thank you for giving it to us. And the starting group for the Spurs. That Van Vliet out there.
Your chubby butt down.
Then there's Andre Drummond. Then it's Brooks, and it's Ingram in at the 4-man position. And for Boston, out on the wings, it's Brown and Tatum. Horford is out there with Porzingis, and it's
Brooks
Holiday
on Tatum, Murray on Brown, Van Vliet on Drew.
Yeah, always a tough squad when I was
Ingram on Horford. Big drum on Ziggers.
NBA 2K asterisk Spurs basketball 75/82 at Celtics 4-leaf clover.
Come on, 2K. At least they called the foul.
Final stages of the regular season. For teams that are on the outside looking in, what are these final games like?
You have to continue to play hard because GMs are watching these games, seeing who packs it in and who continues to grind. So your future is at stake.
Richard, one of the greatest coaches in the history of pro basketball, a guy you played for, Greg Popovich, on March 11th, 2022, broke the all-time winningest mark for a head coach in the NBA.
And what's so special is all of those victories are coming with the Spurs. And look, I had an opportunity to apologize to Pop, because if it wasn't for me, he probably would have gotten here sooner.
Well, I think he would say that's completely not true. But he had to be one of the great coaches you played for.
It was. My career got extended because of the things that I learned in San Antonio. If I wouldn't have had that experience with him and their coaching staff, I would never have played as long as I did.
Tatum wide open, he fires one from outside off the mark. And the Spurs with possession. In the corner, it's Ingram. Launches a 3. No good. Now Boston takes it the other way. Victory eluded them last time in San Antonio when they took on the Spurs.
And their last time
what's going with Drummond's legs?
Really
What the fuck?
At the free throw line.
Murray, no good. Outside Tatum. Drives to the hoop. Brown outside. And another miss by Boston. For San Antonio, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. And stolen by Horford. Tatum against Ingram. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Early after their first 4 shots, they right now are searching for a bucket.
Murray, good.
They've broken the seal. 3 misses to start, but now they're in business.
Pass to Brooks. Fires from deep. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
And that one drops.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Now here's Murray. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Wizards in Washington.
And in addition to putting up points, he terrorized ball handlers, racking up a ton of steals.
Now here is Holiday. Brandon Ingram missing his last shot. Brown wide open. He fired. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
And each year it seems
Come on,
that
Drum.
he's getting better at shooting the ball, especially from the mid-range.
Ingram outside. And
Fuck out the way.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is.
Drummond's legs are fixed.
Knowing it's his responsibility to find open teammates. Holiday, nice job setting the table there.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc.
Yes.
Sinks the triple.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Van Vliet against Holiday. Takes the 3. Rebound Andre Drummond.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough 3.
Count the basket.
Yes.
Ingram's got his second bucket of the night.
And Ingram is just so long. I mean, he covers a ton of space and just so quick in transition.
And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Holiday surveying the floor. Back to Porzingis. Brown outside. Over to the left wing. Horford has a wide open look.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Woo! Get him, Drum.
Drummond working against Horford. For 3, Murray. He can't get that one. And the Celtics going the other way now.
What pasta you want, babe?
Game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
I tell you, they were drawing a lot of iron from the perimeter. Couldn't get the threes to go down. And
What?
really the story of the game.
They were bricking, they were missing, they were airballing,
Oh,
they were
shit.
doing everything. Brutal night shooting for them when they couldn't even hit the broadside of the bar. They couldn't hit the ocean if they fell out of a boat.
Holiday following the three-point attempt by Dylan Brooks. And here's Tatum for 3. Boston again missing. Last game for the Spurs, they picked up the W against the Wizards.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
Damn it.
Definitely made things easier for them. When the other team is just handing you the ball back, you got to make them pay for it.
Now Brown following the three-point attempt
Good
by
block.
Dylan Brooks.
And great use of length by Ingram, able to reach out and get his hand on the ball for a block.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense.
Come on,
So
man.
many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first. So Boston ends up going with the new group. And a quick look at some of the numbers for Jason Tatum. San Antonio on defense. Cornette passes to Hauser. This ball moved by Boston. The pass to Cornette. Clock at 6. Here's Hauser. Here's White. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
Just doing the job on the backboard. Derek White was only 6 feet in
Ah.
high school. No D1 schools even offered a scholarship.
Derek ended up at a D2 school, but White had a major
Damn.
growth spurt up to 6'4". Transfers to a D1 school. The Spurs take him late in the first.
Come on, Dylan. What the fuck, bro?
Nothing seems
It's a
to be
goddamn
going his
layup.
way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice
Can't miss
cold.
that,
It's
dude.
crazy. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the
Yeah.
ball.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Spurs. Leading by 5. Takes a 3. Drills it from
Oh,
outside.
good son.
Murray's got 5 now.
This
If I
is
could hit
something
one of
that
those
we've
against the
seen
Bucks, that wouldn't
him
have been
consistently
an
work on over the
L.
years. His three-point shot has improved every year.
Outside, White. Here's Here's Hauser. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good.
Out of the way, Dylan. Fuck.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. And man, has DeJounte Murray blossomed Richard into a very special player or what? He's been terrific.
And this has happened because he's embraced having more responsibility. The minute you accept being a leader, the future becomes bright.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Timeout call, the Celtics. Let's look at the 2K leaderboard to find out the teams that have led the league in steals this season's second half. Number 1, the Spurs.
You know, the defense has been frenetic, and it seems like they're gaining momentum as the season wears on. I mean, they're forcing a lot of turnovers.
Brissett passes to Cornette to end the run, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
It's blocked.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Right wing. And stolen by Drummond.
Good steal. Fuck off, yo.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Can't do this against Ingram. He's good at seeking out contact and finding ways to get to the line.
The first one falls. And Greg, up and down this Celtics roster, so many of their key players were drafted by the Boston Celtics.
And Tatum and Brown at the core, but also credit to their front office. Rare to find a powerhouse built from homegrown talent.
Jones checked in for San Antonio. Here's Hauser. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Out to the right wing. Here's Cornette. Sinks the three-pointer.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
Pass to Ingram from downtown. Good.
Yes.
And Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 3 assists tonight.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows. And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Dylan Brooks. You know, Richard, at this point in his career, we expect Andre Drummond to average a double-double every season.
Yeah, well, and let's just say most years he doesn't disappoint. He's going to go down as one of the greatest rebounders in NBA history. He's physical and determined in the paint.
The offensive rebound. San Antonio leading by 8. Van Vliet finds Ingram.
Fuck.
Second chance effort. Jones from outside. And it's White with the rebound.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Passes it to Hauser. Some solid defense from Ingram.
Woo.
And that concludes the first quarter of play.
First quarter.
In front, they lead by 8. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of the spring.
Man, please give a big round of applause.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for San Antonio? And so it's Boston with it. 8-point game. Up at the forward spots, it's Tatum and Horford. Holiday out there with Brown, and it's Porzingis in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Now Jones, after Jason Tatum missed on that last three-pointer.
Yes, sir.
Open that time, made it look too easy. Porter's got the lead up to 11 now for the Spurs.
Coming into the league, Porter didn't have
Get it, Fred, get it.
After a
Damn
ton of work, he's a long ball threat.
Holiday gets the bucket.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Brown with it, picked up by Van Vliet. That's good from Horford on the assist by Brown. And it's 6 points for Horford.
Not just being selfless, but also smart with the ball. Brown is able to find the best guy for the right shot.
There's Porter with the 3. Rebound Boston.
and close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And stolen by Hayward. Pass to Van Vliet. Lets it go with a three. And it's rebounded by Drew Holiday.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And it's Brown missing. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. They've led by as many as 11 points. Knocks down the three ball.
And he's got a smooth stroke from long range. Van Vliet doesn't just hoist him up. His three-pointers are always going to be high-quality shots.
Hayward on the wing. Launches it. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Outside Holiday. Three-pointer connects from three-point range. Holiday's got 6 points.
After failing to knock down anything from deep in the first quarter, he's got 2 to go here in the second.
Porter, no luck.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Tatum, and the dunk by Tatum.
Those nifty moves from Tatum, so crafty with the rock.
Van Vliet up top. He's covered by Brown. Richard, you were part of a Cavs team that came back from 3 games to 1 down in the NBA Finals to win the title. Remarkable. Just how hard was that to do?
Well, let me say this. I think it was the greatest championship ever. And I'm not being biased. Those are the facts. They were the defending champion. They had the 2-time MVP. They won 73 wins that year. So, for me, that was the most special comeback.
Damn, dude, it's solid.
The greatest championship of all time.
I'm assuming there was no doubt in your mind at all you would come back, correct?
That's a lie. There was tons of doubt in my mind, but I will say this. When you have a group of stay together, when you're down 3-1, it's because you believe in each other and we believed in ourselves. Even inside and against contact, Murray stays flexible and gets to his finish.
Holiday finds Porzingis. Inside, Horford, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And many thought Horford's days were over after his OKC stint, but showed he can still be a difference maker in Boston, and boy, was he a huge part of their finals run.
Horford may not be as consistent as he once was, but Greg, he shows up when you need him the most.
You know, he had several big games for the Celtics in the postseason.
Okay, Fred,
Who can really space the court for you. Still also a top-level defender at the rim, and he helped define their interior defense.
And here's Holiday following Fred VanVleet's three.
Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
Kicks to Hayward. Murray outside. There's the triple. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got 4 rebounds in this game. Holiday with the 3. Rebound by Murray.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
And it's Ingram missing.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
And another miss by Boston. Spurs leading by 9. Murray with it. He's got 9. And let's take a look at the last handful of seasons and the steal numbers for Andre Drummond.
And when you see the tumble his steal totals have taken over the last few years, you can see that he's gotten away from playing the kind of gritty, hard-nosed D he was known for. That's an aspect of his game he needs to get back.
So Boston ends up going with a new group.
Becoming a more consistent offensive weapon. Murray finding ways to contribute.
Set, no good.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Lets the 3 fly. Van Vliet can't get it to go. Celtics trail by 11. It's White on the wing. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Spurs have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Hayward on the wing. Lets it fly. Good, yes. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 5 assists tonight.
And great find by Van Vliet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Ingram outside. And stopped by Ingram.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
For Boston, they've gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Pritchard passes to Cornette. Here's Pritchard. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Count it.
Rate of baskets assisted. It's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Here's Murray. Got a piece of it. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers and they found a temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. When it's a superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient.
And DA, we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD. The two players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. They'll hit those all day long. David, thank you. The shot's good from Gordon Hayward.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Here's Hauser. He's covered by Ingram.
You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
Murray, the pass to Hayward. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Celtics trail by 10. To the paint. Here's Cornette. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And that's the tough part of trying to keep him on the floor. Now he picks up that third foul.
Now the pass to Pritchard. This one for three.
And the outside game just not clicking for them tonight. That three-point percentage is up from where it was.
Get out the way.
That ain't saying a whole lot.
With how tonight has played out, keep getting it to Murray because it's paying off.
The Celtics shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Pritchard's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Boston.
What are you doing? You can't give a player like him that much space. Come on now.
Oh! Get some.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you could just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Now here's White. He's coming off a 13-point game against Indiana.
And how about the vision he displayed? Great job getting others involved and following up the assist.
With a large frame and a willingness to get physical, Drummond's a relentless rebounder.
Score of the basket is third after 5 shots.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
Outside, White. Celtics passing it around. Here's Pritchard. Drills the three-pointer. Pritchard's got a pair of triples in the second now for Boston. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. At one point, they led by 16. Celtics trail by 13. And it's Brandon Ingram.
What the fuck? Off ball reaching?
That's
the fuck?
And I think they'll keep him in.
I didn't hit square.
A third, and he'll sit for
What
the rest
the
of
hell?
the match.
Porzingis is checked in for Luke Cornette. Spurs also
odd.
with the sub. Brooks checked in. Porzingis can't hit. Spurs leading by 13. Ingram dishes to Murray. Kicks it out to Richardson. Pass to Murray. For three, Ingram doesn't go for him. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Their transition game has been in full effect. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Jason, still a close one. What do you think happened there in the first half?
Feeling all right. We got to do a much better job defensively. We're not where we need to be, especially on defensive end, so we got to pick it up second half.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks.
Hello and welcome. First up, folks, let's take a moment to see how things are shaking down in the Rookie of the Year race.
Hard not to love what you've seen from Pop.
And now let's look back on that first half of play, one that has not been pretty for the Celtics.
They wouldn't be in such a deep hole if they hadn't given up so many offensive rebounds. Getting out hustled, getting moved around, losing possessions. The one thing you can control is effort.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. DeJounte Murray has been sensational.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
The hell?
He knows that that's a strength for him. If they're going to keep fouling, he has no problem taking that.
On the court right now for the Spurs. Dylan Brooks out there with Brandon Ingram. Then it's Josh Richardson. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Drummond in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Rose. Jason Tatum missing his last shot. For 3, Ingram. And it's rebounded by Drew Holiday. Celtics trail by 13. Passes it to Porzingis. A shot by Holiday, no good. And San Antonio shooting not great, 40% for the game. Horford against Ingram.
Damn.
A little long.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
And the basket by Tatum.
Strong from three-point land. Tatum is about a 40% shooter for deep. That's impressive.
Richard, haven't we seen a lot of growth in Jason Tatum's game? He gives credit to the late Kobe Bryant for that.
Yeah, he was fortunate enough to...
There we go.
Sometimes he reminds you of a young Kobe. He clearly absorbed a ton of information from him.
Crazy dunk from the wiry Ingram. That's going to get millions of views on whatever social media kids are using these days.
And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the East is stacking up. You look at Boston. Right now, they're locked into 3rd place in the conference, looking to get a high seed for the playoffs.
And, you know, for Boston, they've been ruthless competitors all season long. I mean, they've assured themselves.
Come on, man.
Home games in the postseason. Let's see if they can take advantage. Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Right side Horford. The kick out to Holiday. Pass to Brown. Porzingis sets the pick for Brown. Horford no luck.
And they have been cold coming out of the break. Only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
Here's Drummond. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks.
The assist.
Drummond's got 9.
Sweet little jumper from Drummond. He's so competitive on the floor, looking for every chance to score.
Boston, no good that time either.
Out of halftime, not the way you want to execute, just 1 of 5 from the field.
And he hits it, and he's hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Josh Richardson. Richard, you played before and after the emergence of social media. How does that affect, in your opinion, the players these days in that very uncharted world?
Well, it's a beautiful thing because players now understand that they are a brand. Social media has helped them build a brand, and so now you have the ability to connect with your fans in a positive way. And for me, that is a great thing for this league because the players are doing a great job with it.
But you'd probably agree you got to use it correctly and not stray into the dark side, right?
Yeah, no, stay away from the dark side.
Tatum against Brooks. Ingram with the steal.
Good steal.
Here's Drummond. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Spurs. On Wednesday,
one more showdown with the
to take
Jazz.
on the Utah Jazz. And then on Friday, They'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors.
And for that matchup with the Kings, a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night.
There we go.
Things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
8 for 15 with that made basket, but he's not satisfied yet.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot.
And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Robert Covington's checked in for the Spurs. Outside Holiday. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, needs to find some sort of momentum. And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
The Spurs making a switch here. Murray's checked in, and this is his first trip to the line tonight. And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington, where they'll face the Wizards. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for the Celtics.
All right, a moment to check out stats for Murray. Since the break, he's been simply stellar, averaging about 19 points, just over 3 steals and 6 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
He's someone you can rely on to bring it on a nightly basis. When they need a basket, he's the guy they turn to.
Good. Yes. Murray's got 15 points.
A bigger point guard is 6'4". Murray has no issue scoring inside.
Boston's gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the 3rd. Brown, good.
And in nailing the 3 there, he puts a lid on what's been a huge run by San Antonio.
Now here's Murray. 15 points in the game. For 3, Covington. And he's good on the 3 ball. Covington's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Boston making some changes. Hauser's checked in. And Derek White subbed in for Jaylen Brown. Tatum looking around. A 3 ball. Here's Horford. San Antonio with the rebound. Covington's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Now Tatum following the 3-point attempt by Dylan Brooks. Got that bucket in no time at all. Tatum's got 5 points in the quarter.
The defense must be aware of where Tatum is, especially when he's roaming around that mid-range.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Spurs. And so much great talent coming into the league, Greg, every year. That 2021 draft class, in particular, looks very strong.
Absolutely. Anytime you got just a couple potential stars, but from the looks of it, upwards of 5, you know it's been a special draft.
Damn it.
Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Even with a big goose egg by his name on the shot chart, the team is somehow managing just fine without him.
And there's a whistle that goes on Dylan Brooks. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Austin with the ball. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Evan Fournier is checked in for Brooks.
Into the lineup for the Spurs, Evan Fournier.
Here's Pritchard, covered by Van Vliet. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Not letting that one fly. Drummond using his height and wingspan to deny the shooter.
Boston making a switch here. Cornett's checked in. Spurs also with the sub. Tyus Jones, he's checked in for DeJounte Murray. And stolen by Drummond. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. And let's look now at which teams have been the hottest offensively for the past 10 games. Number 1, the Spurs.
Yeah, what an impressive run for this club. Everybody seems to be in a rhythm in terms of scoring, and they are putting up some big numbers.
Hands of the ball out of bounds. Fournier last touched it.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
A shot by Pritchard, no good. San Antonio's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Covington, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And the athleticism of Covington is tough to contain, which is why the D overcommits like that.
Covington at the line for 2.
And both free throws good for Covington. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Hauser misses.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Stops, pops, and it's rebounded by Covington. Covington's got his 6th rebound on the night. It's Fournier on the wing. Back to Van Vliet. Fournier finds Van Vliet. And here's Fournier. 6 to shoot. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Hauser. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pritchard gets the bucket.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Now here's Van Vliet. 11 points in the game from outside the arc. And the 3 ball is good. Van Vliet's got 14 points.
And almost down 30. I was not expecting this.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's White. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Good on the bucket. 5 points in the game.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Back to Covington. Spurs passing it around. Jones, no luck. Boston shooting terrible so far in the second half. Down around 26%. And there's the pass to Cornette. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now.
Van Vliet looking around. Jones kicks to Covington.
Yes.
Spurs working now with a new shot.
Yes.
And Drummond throws it down.
And that's 280 pounds
mercy.
crashing the glass. Drummond bullying his way there on that second chance bucket.
Here's White. That shot no good. Good D by Drummond.
If they want to come back, he needs to be better.
There's another rebound.
Collecting yet another board.
He's been everywhere. Just sensational.
Get him the ball anywhere close to the hoop. That thing is over.
Now here's White. 5 points in the game. Stolen by Van Vliet. Fournier gets a wide open look.
Frenchman.
It's good from long range.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's
this
his
game's
killer
over.
instinct. Just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Pritchard. Here's Hauser. A three-pointer is right on target. Hauser's got 6.
And something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Tries the spin move. Here's Drummond. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
First personal foul.
Drummond.
Substitution on the court.
I was not expecting this. I will take it.
Brandon Ingram. He's been the guy making things happen for the Spurs. They've leaned on him for offense. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They got Porzingis, and it's Benton in at the point. That's the Boston 5.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. Here's Ingram. The rebound by the Celtics. Porzingis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And the call will be against Fournier. That is his first foul of the game. We know, Greg, the league trending towards small ball, but some teams are having success playing two bigs up front.
And I think the key is having versatile big men. If they can space the floor and play in space, also be able to cover smaller players, why not get the added rebounding and rim protection?
And the Spurs making a change here. Brooks checked in, and there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That's his third foul of the game.
Third team foul.
Austin with the ball. Porzingis, and he could not get that one to go. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now.
The vertical contest. Come on, man.
Personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original.
The previous play is under review.
Make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Great to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands. It was made on the floor.
And you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Present the New Balance Player of the Game.
Big Trump.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just done it. He's picking his spots. And you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
And with their spot in the postseason assured, he's picking up just at the right time to be on top of his game.
Yeah, might be the Bucks this year. I don't know. Celtics just kind of crap the bed here.
Not uncommon for players standing well above 7 feet.
And in New York, even before his injuries, the front office voiced concerns about Porzingis' ability to stay healthy.
Well, the track record for players 7-2-0, not great. And today's game demands more movement from big men than ever before. Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And we've seen not only some new trophies introduced, but Greg, some of the existing ones have been updated. Okay with that?
Oh, I am. In particular, a nice touch to have the previous winners etched into the base of the Larry O'Brien trophy.
Well, now y'all playing hard. Like the fuck.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
Oh, what happened?
And that's what they want to see.
On Trey.
Knocking down jumpers and drawing the defense away from the basket.
And here's Tatum for 3. No good that time.
What does Tatum even have? 5 points?
Ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next. Oh my goodness, the slam!
Assisted by.
That is not possible. What we just is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Brooks against Tatum for 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
And you can tell he's starting to figure things out here in the second half.
Pass to Murray. It's Brooks on the wing. Good. The assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists now in this one.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge. That's a key foul. That's his fifth. He's got to be smart the rest of the way.
And how about Jaylen Brown, part of that young core for the Celtics?
Yeah, he's been through a lot with this young group of guys. They've grown together, they've come in together, and they've gotten better together. And you've seen
talk that shit, Dylan.
of Brown increase because of it.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Up the floor. And
you found
down
me.
the shot, so he'll be shooting for
Don't found me.
It goes on Jason Tatum.
Such a potent presence inside. Drummond is a scary man to match up with. You have to play him physical, even if it.
Drummond was due for a good game.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Porzingis. Brissett comes in for Al Horford. And it's Pritchard in for Drew Holiday. And the first one drops. Last season, of course, Marcus Smart won the Defensive Player of the Year. You know, Greg, it's rare to see a guard win it. Should perimeter players get more consideration from this point on?
It's tough, Kev. I do think they should. And I think the numbers, though, tend to favor the rim protectors. But it's only right to recognize great defense at every position, especially in an age of positionless basketball.
Murray, the pass to Covington. Here's the three. And there's Richardson. That's good on the assist from Covington. Richardson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And here's Tatum for three. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Out to the wing. Drummond finds Murray. And it's Drummond missing. The Celtics have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. They double him with Drummond. And here's Brown outside.
Rejected by Brooks. Part of why he's stuck as a second rounder.
Yeah, talk that shit.
Great effort on defense.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Here's Pritchard. Gets to the corner and buries it. Pritchard's got 4 points this quarter. Spurs leading by 23. And here is Murray. Brooks, that's a 2-pointer. Rebounded by the Celtics. Brown's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up. Well, after an uneven first half, he's managed to right the ship and get things going.
Murray scanning the floor. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Credit to him for trying to get that 3 right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
Outside Tatum. There's the screen. Inside. Here's Brissett. No good off the back of the rim.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
For 3, Murray. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
The Celtics working the ball around now. And it's sent back by Drummond. For 3, Covington. Rebound, Boston. Pass to Brown. The 3 from Tatum. Rebounded by Covington. Covington's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Drummond. They grab their own miss. And he banks
nice rebound.
A smart offensive player. I like watching Covington get interior positioning and look to score.
Pass to Tatum. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game. And some changes here for the Celtics. Porzingis is checked in for Luke Cornett. Horford comes in for Brissett. And Derek White's in for Pritchard. San Antonio also making some changes. Porter's checked in for Robert Covington. And it's Ingram in for DeJounte Murray.
He knocked one deep ball in the first half, but you start to get the feeling he's finding his rhythm out there now.
White the pass to Brown. And a miss there on the triple.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Boston's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. And here's Tatum for 3. Rebound Andre Drummond. And San Antonio shooting about 40% here in the fourth quarter. Shoots the 3. Tries again, and it's good on the way. Drummond's got 16 points here in the second half.
And this is who Drummond can be. An offensive anchor who can dominate once he gets cooking.
Here's Tatum. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Jason Tatum seems, GA, like he's on the verge of being a superstar in the league.
And Kevin, some would say he is already there. It feels like he's going to win an MVP in the next 5 years. He's already shown he can lead a team to the finals.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Horford. And it's Pritchard in for Jaylen Brown. San Antonio also making some changes. Bassey's checked in. And Gordon Hayward is subbed in for Brooks. Here's Ingram. And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That'll be foul number 5 on him. And Drew will be headed to the free throw.
Just got a little ahead of himself going for that rebound and gets whistled for the over the back.
You have to know your positioning and where the opposition is on the floor.
The Celtics making a switch here. Hauser's checked in. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Well, Greg, we're seeing high schoolers now making 6 figures to play basketball. I bet you wouldn't have minded that in your time, would you?
I tell you what, it beats delivering the newspaper, right? It's still fresh and developing, but a lot of different opportunities are emerging.
Here's White. Passes to Pritchard. Busted. No good that time either. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint. Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Spurs.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it's pretty incredible when you look at the body of work this year, guys. I mean, when they hit 70 wins, we were astounded. And then now, the wins continuing to pile up in what's been truly a remarkable and special season.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-game.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Andre Drummond.
And what effort he had on the board, displaying some great fight, willing to battle down low.
Yeah, easy call.
And that one falls for Ingram. And player nicknames are a fun part of covering the game. Now, a lot of guys, GA, are just going with their initials, like KD or AD or KG. Do we need more creativity?
I don't know, Kevin. Maybe the league could give guys a cash bonus for picking a nickname. Initials excluded. That might spark some creativity.
Wow, fouling, man. Let me dunk.
First personal foul.
Easy.
And he makes the first.
Team foul. At the line for the
both free throws, good for Ingram. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pritchard passes to Hauser. And the 3 off target.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Porzingis, that's a 2. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Ingram with it.
Get the fuck out the way, man.
Slam dunk by Ingram.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
The pass to Pritchard. Now White to the wing on the left. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. 7 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Y'all got bushwhacked.
So he gets them both.
Ah.
So it's the Spurs now. For 3, Ingram. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one.
That would have
This one was over
cold-blooded.
well before the final buzzer. The fans
Well, that was not the matchup I thought it was going to be. Holy crap.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled.
Hey, man.
They made it look really easy.
It's what it is.
An efficient performance at both ends.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Damn.
Thanks, guys. Gordon, nice win for you guys tonight. What was the
It
difference?
was kind of interesting there for a little bit, but man, shit.
Passion, especially defensively. You know, when we're all doing our job and
That
we're
first
playing and we're focused
quarter,
and
at
we're
least.
solid defensively, we're not really having lapses, we can be a pretty good team. You know, that we don't have to walk the ball up the court, and it's not as difficult on our offense. So it all starts defensively, and I think it all starts with energy down there.
You've become one of the best young defensive teams in the league, Gordon. Thanks very much. Back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
I didn't know what. They're just shooting so bad. 36%. God damn. I mean, I guess that third quarter. I don't know. I don't know what it. Yeah, third quarter. I don't know. They just didn't play very well at all. They only had 6 turnovers. Ain't like they were flopping the ball all over the place, but shit. That's a sizable lead there. That's 7 points and then, or 8 points, 8 points and then, you know, what, 13 and then that's that one 13 more 26. Yeah, that's what did it. Damn, Tatum. Shit. 23 and 26. Let's go, Joe. 36. BI. The redemption. Alright, I don't know what's next on the list, but who knows? We got the win against the Celtics.